Stampers. Billy Moan here today, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator at Rambling Rose Studio. I've had a lot of comments and questions on my blog post about the different bows that I use and how to make them. So today I thought I would show you this one, how I get that bow, and then add it to this. And I have a card I'm working on today so I can actually make one for you. But to get this linen thread bow, I love linen thread. I go through it like crazy. Let me show you what I do. I wrap it around 2 fingers 3 times, 4 fingers 3 times. Then I cut it. Okay. Move that small circle, see the little small circle? More to the center. Twist it. Then wrap it with another piece of linen thread about 4 times. And tie it in a knot. Twice. I like to make sure it's going to stay where I put it. There you go. And then you can just play with it a little bit, pull it out. You're going to have some strands that are longer than others, which gives it a nice effect. It's not so symmetrical. It's a little bit, I don't know. Some people might say messy. I'd say artsy. There you go. Okay, so that's how we get the linen thread one. So let me show you. Now we have this one, and we put the linen thread on top of the seam binding. Seam binding makes the most beautiful ribbon bows. So let me show you how I do that. I'm just going to take some of this Baja Breeze, which we don't have anymore. Oh my goodness, I love this ribbon. And I'm going to wrap it around all 4 fingers. Now I don't know about your hands, but you can gauge this 4 times. Okay, and cut it, pinch it in the middle, take a piece of linen thread, wrap it around there really tight, 3 or 4 times, whatever works for you, tie it in a knot, okay. And then just fuss with it a little bit. Just pull your loops apart. Don't be afraid to tug on it and make it look really pretty. Pull it. Just pull it apart. Whoops. Okay. If I can get that one apart. There you go. Like that. Just keep pulling it apart. And it's pretty on its own like that. I like it. You know, but hey, I like more. I can never learn when to quit. So if you wanted to put this on top of it with a glue dot and shoot, why not, while you're at it, just put a pearl. I said pearl. I know my southern accent, people tell me, but that's okay. I'm a southern girl, so there you go. Put a pearl on it too. Now, let me show you. I'm working on this card. This is one of the paper pumpkins. I hope you've all signed up. Tomorrow's the deadline to get your free markers with your paper pumpkin. But I'm working on this card. I wanted a crushed curry ribbon. Well, guess what? We don't have it. We don't have crushed curry seam binding ribbon. So I'm going to show you how to make that really quickly here. This is freezer paper I've got here just to contain the mess, and I'm just spraying it with water, making sure it's wet, and then I'm going to take my re-inker, and I'm just going to, see that? I'm just going to all over it, get that ink. And you know what? When it's concentrated in one spot more than another, when it dries, this is how I get all inky. I'm always telling y'all get inky. It is beautiful when it dries. So I would just stretch this out now. I never like to wait on anything, so I would probably dry that with my heat gun. But when that dries, I'm going to get that out of the way here so you can see. Here's what I've got. And I decided I wanted some of the linen ribbon on top. And then I'm going to add it to my card right here, right under my pretty spiral die rose. And there you go. I've got ribbon that matches my card. I hope I've inspired you today to make ribbons, make your own colors, and just go crazy with it. I hope you had fun. Come back to see me.